Hello, and welcome in, hunters. I've got something different. A tier list, so with wilds just less than a month away. I decided, you know what? I want to see what monsters, or at least speculate on what monsters are going to come back. We've already got a couple. A lot of the old gen monsters have been coming back. So, and that's great. We've seen a lot of good ones. A lot of good ones that haven't been in the games for quite a while. Not since GU. But what I'm going to do is basically, since this tier list is pretty good. I found this one has 32 months, 332. It's all list and first appearance, makes it much easier so I can tier them and go through them. I'm just gonna go through them, I'll give a little reasoning why I want them to come back, or I feel they're gonna come back, and then those that I really don't care to see back or already confirmed, and gimmick monsters. So you know what we can do? We'll go through all the tiers. So we'll write if they don't return. These are the ones I definitely want in, without a doubt, top tiers. And then I would love to see them back. Good monsters that are being good throughout the series. They need to be in. This is another monsters that they're always good when you see them. Like for instance, a Baroth would be in this tier because Baroth is always good to have. Can do with or without them, either or. I don't mind if they're in or not. Would be happy not to see them return. Monsters that I kind of don't have an affinity for, but don't really have any true malice towards. No reason for them to return. I could just get rid of this one because I don't really need it. Yeah, you know what? We'll keep it. There's no reason. Like in the other tier that I found, they had like the Shakalaka King and stuff like that. There'd be no reason for them to return. They're also a gimmick monster. Hell tier, bottom of the bomb, will not, definitely won't be happy to see him return. This is Hell, Begone Sinners. And gimmick monsters, the only gimmick monsters here that I could see were the Deviants, and they're down here. Most of them are going to go in that tier because really, realistically, they can't come back. I mean, they could come back in a way, just a different monster. They did it in Rise with the, what were they called? The Apex monsters, which were just the gimmick, or were just the Deviants, just a different, different version. They're going to go here because they really don't, they're the same thing. And then already confirmed, of course, monsters that we've seen confirmed. You know what I got to do too? Because I just saw something at a row below. Already deconfirmed, because there are monsters that have been definitely deconfirmed. Is that a word? Kind of. Fuck it. It's a word now. The first one is a deconfirmed monster too, spoiler alert, but we'll go through it. I think this should be good, and that should give you a good idea of how the list is gonna go, so we can start. So first, oh yeah, and I like how everything is set up like this. Monster Hunter 1. Go for Monster Hunter 1. Oh, and yeah, this also has Frontier monsters, but since I've never played Frontier, I probably won't rank them. I played Stories, and only one monster from Stories I remember is this one. So I probably won't add any of these monsters. It'd be cool to see some on the back. Like, what was his face? Where is that boy? There you go, Espinas. Maybe I'll put Espinas over here. That's the only one I can really tier because I fought him before. Everybody else can't tier him. Let's begin. We'll start with Basadios. He's already been deconfirmed. The bigger version is already in, so we're gonna not have him in, which sucks because I like it when you have like the baby versions and then the bigger versions. That's great. But it's not too bad. It's not. I'm not gonna be sad about missing Basarios. If I were to tier him anywhere, he'd probably be here. But because he's already been deconfirmed, he goes here. Cephadrome. He is no reason to return. Well, we'll change this. Hate them. This is a hate tier. We hate these monsters. Cephadrome, annoying. Not a bad monster in the sense. He's just kind of boring. He just goes in the sand. He paralyzes you. He spits at you. Bad. Diablos. We've seen Diablos in almost every single game. And it's sad because we don't see Monoblos. Monoblos is over here. That was like the first one. But we get a lot of Diablos. Just in every game. Of course he's going to be in there. But I can do without him. He's been in a lot of games enough to where I'm not super tired of seeing him. But it's like I wouldn't mind not seeing him or seeing him. He's fine. Fatalis. World's Fatalis just changed the fucking game completely. It's a whole different ballpark when it comes to the Fatalises. He will go in. I would love to see them return. I think all the Fatalises are gonna be in. Love to see them return. Maybe we'll get more. Maybe we'll get Crimson. I love Crimson. Crimson's good. Gendrome. Would be happy not to see them return. I don't really care. I would actually. Would I be happy to not see them? I can do without them. They're not bad. They're like in the same tier. Actually, we're gonna do this. I don't really hate Self-Drum. And I think they fall into the same will paralyze you and it's just kind of annoying. Oh, Gravios. Gravios is already confirmed. We got him back. They showed him off already. They should have left a lot of monsters too. A lot of these old monsters are coming back. I wonder who else. What other monsters do you think are coming back? Do you think any of the drones? Any like the Gias, the Veloces? I wonder. I wonder if they'll bring back the Raptors. Gypsero's already confirmed. That's great. We got the chicken. Maybe we'll get what's his face? Nursilla. That's who it is. The big spider. And if we get Nursilla, we might get what is it? Shrouded Nursilla? But we also need the Kezu. Which I don't know what we're gonna get back. That'd be cool. Iadrome. Actually, out of all of them, Iadrome is fine. I can do with or without them. They're fine. As a poison monster, I kind of like Roggy better. Is it Roggy? I don't remember. The one you get the cowboy outfit, the pantsless cowboy outfit. Where is it? Where's that boy? That's for later. All right, if I remember, I'll go look for it. Kazu. Can't do with or without. It's still be cool. We got him because of Gypseros, and we can get more Nacillus because we already got a spider. It'd be cool. I like Kazu. Creepy little peepee monster. Keaton. Keaton was in World, and they were very fun to fight. I know a lot of people didn't like them. I wonder if we're gonna get any of the mantles. I don't think so, right? They're gonna have their own thing. Every game has its own gimmick when it comes to protecting you and stuff. They don't need to be in. I would love to see them return. I like Keaton, and if we get Orochi Keaton, that'd be cool too. La Shanlong. I would be happy. I don't really care. I don't hate them, but I would be happy not to see them because they're kind of a boring monster, honestly. Big monster, really cool. Hates, runs away from Fatalis, but not cool. Monoblows definitely needs to be in more than Diablos and anything. Give Diablos, since no, I can do with it without them. I think they're cool here, but Monoblows they definitely need to be in. I would love to see. Actually, I would love to see them be in. They've been out of the games for so long since I think GU. I don't remember the last time we fought them. Been so long. That's a good place to put them. Plesioth, I know a lot of people would probably put him in hell tier because he's hell. He's a sinner. But I don't know, man. He has to be. He's big. He's dumb. He's just a dumb fish. He does his hip check from across the map and still hits you. He's great. He's great. Love him. Rathalos already confirmed. Rathian already confirmed. Yankuku already confirmed. Velocidrome. I can do with it without them. They're fine. They're just a Velocidrome. They're cool. If they can bring back the mechanic where you can chop up the little ones if they're jumping and you kill them in half, that'd be great. But I don't think they are. Oh, Ashin Lao Shan. Wow. They're basically the same monster. I like it when they have all the three Wraths and all the three Rathians in. The blue, the gold, the pink, and all that. The silver. So they need to be in. It'd be great to have them. Black Diablos, same with regular Diablos. Can't do with or without them. Black Gravios, would be fucking sick to see him. We don't know if he's coming back. We know the Gravios is, but it'd be cool if we had Black Gravios. There's no real different. It's just darker. Been more in the lava, if I remember correctly. It was lore. That'd be fine. They need to be in. Blue Young Cuckoo, same thing. Well, I can do with or without him. I don't really care. Cuckoo's fine. He's just a dumb little chicken. Crimson Pedalis definitely has to be in. They love to see. Actually, we'll ride if they don't return. We'll destroy everything if they don't return because they're great. Dumb little dinosaur or dumb little dragon. Go Rathian, put them in the same tiers. Azure Rathalos. Green Plesia, it's the same thing. They need to be in. Or I can do with it without them. It doesn't really matter. It's just the same thing. They don't really change. Pink Rathian, I like. The Metal Rats definitely have to be in because they revamped them too in the new games. Purple Gypseros, hate them. Actually, Begone Sinner, hell tier. There's nothing good. I was gonna say there's something bad about them, but no, there's nothing good about them. I despise them. Same with Gypseros, but since he's already been confirmed, he's already here. We don't need him. Hell tier. Red Kazoo is the same as regular Kazoo. It's just red. Sus color. Silver, of course. All the rest. White monoblows would be fucking sick to have. The 2 monobloses. I think that's done with, yep, Freedom 1. And then Scarred Yangaruga. I fucking love Yangaruga. We'll put him in Love to See Them. Any version of Yangaruga is great to have because he's a menace. He's just a little menace. He's great. Blanganga, he was fun to fight. Actually, no, he's not. He's a piece of shit. We're gonna put, no, I don't hate him. He used to be annoying, but then I fought Rajang and he's even more annoying. But Blanganga is still pretty annoying. I hate them. We'll put him in hate them tier. Bulldrome, would be happy not to see them. Actually, can't do without them. I really don't care. It's just a Bulldrome. They're fun to have. Ooh. Chameleos. Where would I be? Where would I put Chameleos? Can't do with or without them. I'm pretty sure the trio of Kushala Deora, Teostra aren't going to be in it, but if I were to put them anywhere, be here. Can do without them. Kangalala has already been confirmed. Diamond Herentara, that's my son. He goes here. Love to see them return. I won't riot. I don't think I'll riot if they don't return. I would love to see them return. I love the Daimos. The Plum, the Ciantar, they're great. Kushala, that is my baby too. Would love to see him return. Probably not going to because we've already seen him a lot in the newer games. But that's okay, they can take a break. Lunastra. I would be happy not to see him. They're alright. It's just a Lunastra. They were cool in Worlds. They had a cool mechanic, and then they missed out in... What game did they miss out on? Oh, Rise, that's right. I don't think they were in Rise. So, but we can keep them here. Rajang has been in every game, and you know what? I would be happy not to see him because he's just been in almost every game. He's not a bad monster. He's a fun monster. But, it's kind of, overdone. Good armor. Fun armor. But I think it's time we get another invading monster. We've gotten invading monsters over and over, like Basil Geese. We've gotten the Pickle. So Rajang can take a break. Rusted Kushala Deora. It's the same as the regular Kushala, but I really don't care about it. Would be happy not to see them. Can't do with or without them. They're just there. They just exist. Xiaogaren, boring. Hate them. Cool concept for a giant crab, but he kind of just walks around and you gotta beat up his legs and then bring him to the ground so you can beat him up. Kind of a boring fight. Same with Lao Shanlong. Actually, we're gonna put him in Lao Shan because I don't really hate him. I kind of just really don't care about his fight. Shogun Siantar, that's my boy. He goes in Will Riot if we don't see him because he's fun. We got him in Sunbreak, which is cool, but that's a higher rank monster, G rank monster, and I like seeing him in the lower ranks because he's more fun down there. He gets kind of overshadowed with more of the monsters in the higher ranks. But he's cool. His armor's cool. It's great. Teostra. They can go here. They'll go in Can Do with it without him. They're alright. White Fatalis. White Fatalis would be love to see them return. They're such a great monster, and if they brought back Fatalis, maybe they'll just each new mainline game. Well, yeah, it is mainline game, because World is technically a mainline. Rise is kind of the side handheld version, because they have 2 games, one back to back, and they change between them. And this is technically the 6th game, so I'm guessing if anything, we're gonna get Fatalis. Next game, they're gonna miss out, and then the game after that, it's gonna be White Fatalis. If they do it that way. Or who knows, maybe we'll just get all the Fatalis in one game, which would be fucking sick. We got Electron. Yamasukami, big squid with human teeth. They're kind of a boring monster, not gonna lie. Can't do with or without them. These are the monsters I think that are like the boring kind. I think they would go here, yeah. Yamakazami. Cool design, not fun monster. Ooh, Agnactor. They need to be in. Both Agnactor and I think the other one. Yeah, Conless is there. Okay, we'll get to them. Agnactor, cool monster. Flying Wyvern with no wings. He just has big, huge arms and a huge... He's cool. He's a sick design. I hope we get him. I think he's missed out on the last 2 games. Geodrome, another Drome. Would be happy not to see him. I don't really mind him. He's fine. He's just another Drome. Where did I put... Yeah, over here. Can't do it with or without him. He just exists. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's biased. We've had him in almost every single game. I think he's been in every single game since his release. Mainline. Well, mainline, because there's been some ultimates and then some in-betweens that I think he's missed. He wasn't in regular world. He was in Iceborne, so technically the DLC. But I don't care. It's Tigers. We're gonna get Tigers. I hope we get Tigers. I will ride if I don't see my boy. He's great. I know a lot of people don't like him, and that's fine. I understand. He's a dumb little train baby, and he runs into you, and that's all he does. It screams at you. It throws rocks at you. Grade 8 monster. I don't care how simple he is. He's great. We're gonna put him at the top of We Will Ride if he doesn't return, and then Crimson Bait. Okay, this is pretty good. I don't think I'll mess with the rankings of where I put everybody. I think I'll just put them at the ends, or maybe I'll change it in between. But yes, get Tigrex in, please, 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 please. Give me my baby boy. Copper Blangonga. Where did I put regular Blangonga? It's the same. He screams at you, but now he throws stuff at you, and he punches you, but now in the desert. It's Donkey Kong. He looks good though. You know, I like that he looks better than regular Blangonga. Blangonga is a bitch because he like covers you in snow. I forgot what he covers you in, but it's not as bad as snow. Emerald Kongolala might be confirmed. I don't really care about the Kongolalas. They're fine. Fart monkeys, the pinnacle of Monster Hunter design. The fart monkeys. But I think he'd be good here. Furious Rajang. Where did I put regular Rajang? Yeah, we'd be happy not to see him. They're the same thing. It's like World Rajang and Furious Rajang were fucking menaces, and then Rise Rajang and Furious Rajang were pushovers. So if we get Rajang in this game, I'm pretty sure they're gonna be menaces again. King Chakalaga. I don't really... Yeah, they're not gonna return. They're definitely not gonna return. I don't hate them enough to be down here. I would be happy not to see them return. Nargacuga. Nargacuga runs into the same issues as regular Tigrex, that he's just almost in every single game, and he's overused. But I don't have an affinity for him, so I don't really care if they bring him back or not. He's a cool monster, not gonna lie. He's fun. I like his little tail slam. I can do with or without him. He's another overused monster. There's another overused monster that I'm gonna put somewhere, and it's probably gonna piss a lot of people. Well, maybe actually, it's the favorite monster of the entire Monster Hunter community, so maybe people will be cool with it. I'm pretty sure they'll be cool with it. Let's go Plum Diamo. I love plums. That's my boy. Where did I put regular Diamo? There he is. Love to see him return. Just a purple crab. There's no real difference. He's just purple. Tetra Shogun Siantar. The same. Where did I put Siantar? Yeah. Give us more crabs. Give us more monsters with different body part or different like body anatomy. I think, yeah, that's good. I'm pretty sure, well, what they do mostly now is that they'll bring back monsters, but they won't really bring back the subspecies or the different type of species, which is fine, because you don't really want to waste a slot for another monster that's basically the same thing and not really do anything with it. And if anything, I would probably put these a little lower, because they're just subspecies, but they're fine. They're fine where they're at. Except for the Wrasse. I like the Wrasse, because they did something different with the metal Wrasse. We'll put this here. Yeah, there you go. All right, I'll mess with that later on. Ukalos, where did I put a Canthor? A Canthor and a Kalos, they're basically the same thing. One's in the snow, one's in the fire. They're both really good. I like them both. They are fun monsters to fight. He just glides to the ground and just shovels things at you. It's cool. Fun monster. I do hope they bring these two back. They're fun fights. They're fun fights that we haven't seen in a good while. Vespoid Queen, hate them. Born monster. Another annoying monster where you had to do a certain thing to bring them out. They haven't been seen since Freedom Unite too, or Freedom Unite. Yeah, look at that, Freedom Unite. And then regular young Garuga. So that's interesting. So the regular one Garuga was scarred. They've changed the name of Garuga over and over. Where did I put Garuga? Where did I put Garuga? Oh, I put young Garuga. Okay, they're the same thing. They got rid of his hair when he's got scarred. What the? Look at that. Yeah, we'll keep him here. Agnactor, that's my boy. I haven't seen him in forever. Bring him back, please. He would be here. He's a fun. He got the clack, 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 clack. He clacks. He clacks his mouth. The babies do it too, but they're not here. But I would love to see him back. He's a fun monster. Elytra, we just got him in World. So I could do with or without him. He was a fun fight. He was a good skill check for players. And angered a lot of people in that game. And part of a lot of controversies too, with like speed running and just random. Why is this monster so infamous in the Monster Hunter World community? I would be okay with seeing him or not. He's fine. He's Elytra. Barioth. Barioth is another one of those. Out of all like this skeleton, like Nargacuga, Tigrex, and Barioth. Oh, you know what? Barioth's been come back a lot. He was in World. He was in Sunrise. Not Sunrise, in Rise. He's been there. He just shows up in very weird spots. Like they brought back they made Frostfang Barioth, which is an even colder Barioth, but they put him in a weird spot where he's at a point where he's not strong enough to compare to the monsters that were out at that point. So he didn't really do anything aside from giving you good weapons, fun cold weapons. But he's cool. He's fine. I would love to see him return. He's a fun monster. He's one of those out of these three that probably needs the most love. Because he's great. He's a fun monster. He's a saber-toothed dragon. What's more to love? What's not to love? Oh, Barioth is the most they need to be in. I don't think they're gonna be in because the cockatrice or whatever, the new fire chicken that they've showed off. I think he takes the role of where Barioth would be, because Barioth has shared that role, or had that role in World and Rise as an early kind of check monster where he's at the beginning. He's a little more stronger than the stuff that you've been finding, and he's fun. He's got a gimmick too. But I would love to see him in it. He's always fun to see. He's my boy. You know what? I would love to see him return. We're gonna put him in love. Barioth would be right here. Barioth would be here. Yeah, he doesn't need to be in, but I would love to see him in. Sadeas. Yeah, he's not coming back. Gimmick's stuck in their own game. Him and do they have the other one? Abyss or whatever it was called? Goldbeard, Sadeas. Yeah, they're not coming back. There's a lot of monsters in this game specifically that are not coming back for the same reasons. They're in water. And it's sad though, because a lot of these monsters are cool. They got fun designs, but they're just, they don't get the chance. But I would love to see him back. I would love to see a Sadeas. I would love to see if they can figure it out. Cool, well, monster. Joseph. Oh, Joseph is fun. I love Joseph. His theme is fun. It's like we're playing in the Land Before Time. He's great. Bring him back. Actually, you know what? Would right if he didn't come back. And right here. I love him more than the Shoguns, but not as much as the Akanto. He's fun. He's pickle. Also, if they bring back Savage, which I think he's a little lower. He's down here somewhere. We'll find him. He's there he is. He's great. Giganox. Interesting monster because we haven't seen this one since I don't think he was in GU either, right? I think he was in 3U, which is this game. Or 3. And then he got into 3U. And then that's the last game we ever saw him in. He's cool. He's like the cooler Kezu. Way better than Kezu. 100%. I think they need to be in and give him some love because he's creepier. He's flat. He looks like a lizard, but a better lizard. He's creepier. He's definitely creepier than regular Kezu. Kezu isn't scary, and he does poison. I think that would be great having him there. But yeah, bring him back. Gobu, stuck in his own game. Another one of those. Can't really come back unless they revamp the entire monster. But for Gobu, it wouldn't make any sense because of how he's designed, which sucks because he's a cool monster. they could probably make it work. They've made Plesioth work, and Plesioth is a very water-heavy monster. But I mean, back then, water-heavy monster means he stayed in the water until you either sound bombed him out or he got at himself, and you're just sitting there waiting for him to do anything. So that was the trade-off with older Monster Hunter games, is that you would have to wait or do your own thing to bring him out of the water. Maybe we can fish him out. He likes frogs, and that was a way to get him out onto the land, because he can fight on land. Don't get me wrong, this monster, you know what? That's true. You can bring him out. Maybe if they revamp him being in the water less and then having more ground-based abilities, kind of like the Jagger, or not the Jagger, sorry, the Ludroth, kind of like flopping around. Be great. If they do that, I don't think he's 100% stuck in his own game. Like Sadeas, he's 100% stuck in his own game. There is no way he's getting out of there. And the gimmick monsters, of course. Gobu, I would love to see. Actually, we'll ride if he doesn't return. He is a creepy little anglerfish that lives in rivers, which is funny. I don't think he really needs that. It's not really dark that, but it's cool. I love him. He's great. I would put him here. Shogun is just getting shot down. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna bring back Can't Do With or Without. And then we're gonna do that with, you know what? I love Plum enough to where Plum, where's Plum? There he is. Plum is pretty. But I really don't care about Terra Shogun Centaur. Yeah, I think that's fine. Gobu's a great monster. I hope they do bring him back. Great Baggy, he was in Rise. He is kind of a boring monster. He puts you to sleep, but he's a thicker of the drones. He's like the Jaggy. Oh, there he is, a great Jaggy. I like the bigger, thicker dinosaurs compared to like the skinnier, malnourished versions. So I think I'd put him here, a little higher. He's fine. They have better designs. Oh, Great Jaggy, my little monkey dinosaur. He sounds like he needs to be, and he's great. He has his little monkey cow. We've had his babies in Rise, and they kind of chillax, like the little ones, the Jaggy, the Jagia, and all that. But we haven't had the Great Jaggy, and he's great. I kind of miss him. I miss the Great Jaggy. He was great. Jin Moran, a sand monster. In a game where you start off in the sand, there's no way they don't bring this guy back, right? Also with the other Morans, Duran Moran, they're great. They're Gen Moran, I can probably do with or without. Or you know what? They need to be in. These monsters definitely need to be in because they're really fun to fight. Especially the one later on. Legiacris. What if I did something like this? Would anybody be mad? No, but I can't do with it without him. He's a cool monster. He wasn't my favorite. I like Abyssal better, but he's a cool monster. I think they need to be in. At this point, I think they're at the top of needs to be in. Let's do some rearranging here. The metals, the pink. I like the pink coloring. You can go here. Giganox can go there. Jaggy can go here. Yeah, I think this is good. Black Bravios, we can move here. Yeah, who was I on? I was on Genran. Okay. Oh no, I was on Legiacris. He is the most has to be in monster because they've just teased him so much and he's been missing from so many games. It's insane. It's insane that he hasn't been in. It's sad. Kurupeko, the bird who calls all the other monsters. He is fun, has a cool design, has a flintlock hammer. That's really cool. You bonk people with. It's really great. He has a battle axe, sword and shield that I like. I think, yeah, I would love to see him return. He's a cool monster. He has a cool design. Also the plume, or the other one, whatever it was called, Crimson, great too. Royal Lidreth, I can do with or without him. I don't really mind. He's fine. He's a very inoffensive monster. He kind of just exists, which is fine. It's alright to be just a monster that exists. Be gone, sinner. Out of here. To the trash you go. All the Uragons. Hate them. Hate. Do not like. Amatsu. Amatsu was a fun fight that you got in Rise, or Sunbreak, sorry. And it's cool when they bring back these Elder Dragons that had like cool fights in the game and they do fun stuff with them. Like having the Zinogre or the Thunderlord Zinogre fight them. It's cool. I can do with or without him. It's a fun monster. I like its little lore, but it's not too like crazy of a monster for me. I'm not super crazy about Matsu. If they come back, awesome. If they don't, oh well, that's still fine too. Uh, Azeros, the bear, the Dabin bear. Can't do with or without him. He's just the bear. Actually, no, they don't need to be in. I think yeah, this is good. Can't do with or without him. Baleful Giganox. Where is regular Giganox? Yeah, can do with or without him. It's just another subspecies that does the same thing. I don't remember. Do they do poison or electric? I don't remember. It's been so long since I played through you. I think they do electric. Well, since they've done if they do electric, then they go here. Because he does poison and he does electric. So we'll do that. I want more Giganox. Give us more. Oh, Brute Tigrex. He was in World. He was fun. They changed him up. He does a little run and scream, run and scream, run and scream. He's fun. He's a very screamy monster. But I can do with or without him. They don't need to be in, and I would love to see him back in. Never mind, I lied. He goes into Love to See, not as much as Tigrex, as regular Tigrex, but he's fine. He's fine here. His newer version is great. Crimson, same as regular Kurapeko. Where to put Peckle? Peckle? There you go. Put them together. Actually, hold on, we'll do this. So they can be next to each other. Like the dumb little birds they are. Now we'll do this so these two could be together. Alright. I like how this is the tier of two monsters that are the same thing right next to each other. Good tier. Who was I talking about again? Oh yeah, Kurapeko. Yeah, same thing. The same thing I said about the regular Kurapeko. Fun monster, brings monsters in, can bring in the Pickle. Where's Pickle? If he comes in, Pickle can't be far. Duramboros, funny little Saturn monster. His hammer is fucking great because it's just Saturn. It's just a giant planet on a mallet. It's a sick design. It's cool. I love him. Actually, we're gonna put him here, and of course, more than Shogun, more than Gobu too. Not more than Devil Joe. Not more than Joseph and Agnactor. He's a fun monster. And the other one, we'll get to him in a bit. Glacial Agnactor is really cool. He's ice instead of fire. Since he has a big difference, I think we'll put him at the same tier because I really do want the Agnactors back. Haven't seen them in forever. They're fun. Fun little monsters. Oh, the Great Rogi. Okay, the Great Rogi is great. I love its armor. Its little assless chaps cowboy outfit is amazing. I would love to see them. They're the best. Actually, who did I say was the best before? Well, I've changed my mind multiple times about who the best drone monster was. Because I think first it was... I don't remember. One of these. I forgot. Did I say Velocitron? Maybe. Who cares? But Rogi. Rogi's the best one. He is the best. He's a baby girl. Put him here. Put him higher. Give me that armor. That armor is really good. And especially now that the men can use it. Oh my god. 100%. Or like the armor is interchangeable between male and female characters. Gimme. Love it. Green Arakuga. Them really don't really care about them. They're the same thing. No real difference. Jade Baroth is a cool design, and I'm sad they didn't come back in Iceborne. It was such a tragedy not to have them in. Where do I have regular Baroth? Baroth is here. Put Jade Baroth right next to him. Actually, more. I mean, I'm pretty sure if we get Jade Baroth, we have to get the regular one. But yeah, Jade Baroth is cool. Has ice or snow instead of, or ice and snow instead of mud. Is a fun monster to fight. Cool design, cool coloring. Lagambi. I don't really care about Lagambi. But you know what? We're gonna do this. Yeah, would be happy not to see them. Azoro, yeah, I think this is fine. Lagambi's kind of a boring monster. Nibblesmarf, Snarf. Yeah, be gone, sinner. Be gone, sinner. There you go. Yeah, I think that's good. Hate Nibblesmarf. I did a whole run where I was just building all the armors for the monsters, and it's annoying to fight because you have to take a lot of... There's a lot of prep for this monster. We have to take a lot of bombs. And he's annoying. And he spits at you. Or he screams spits at you. Not fun. Purple Ludroth, I want them back. They're a poison version of the Ludroth. Way better, way prettier. I would love to see them return. Even if we don't have the regular Ludroth, just give us the purple one, please. Very, very nice monster. Sand Barioth, don't really care. Actually, would be happy not to see them return. Yeah, They spin around in a sand tornado, which is cool. Not gonna lie, it's very cool. But actually, we can do with or without him. I don't think I really despise him that much where I can put him in a lower tier than that. I think that's a fine place to put him. Alright, Steel Uragon. Wow, the Uragons are really, really great. They're fun monsters. Ooh boy. They're very fun. Yeah, they go in hell. Be gone, sinners. Volvodon. Would be happy not to see him. Not a fun monster. Like, not fun in a bad way, but not fun in a boring way. Which technically I would put him up here. Yeah, we can put him up here. This is more of, like, I get miffed if they're in the game. Or definitely wouldn't like to see him. This is more like, I can do with or without him. And that's how I feel about Volvodon. He's kind of a, I can do with or without. He just kind of exists. Zinogre. Wow, who could have guessed that I would put Zinogre in? Would be happy not to see him. This is a monster that has been seen too much. I know I really like Zinogre. He's a cool monster. He's got a cool song. He's got a cool fight and everything. He is very great. But he's just been in too many games. He has just taken up a lot of slots, especially with the deviants and the extras of other monsters that could have been in and given stuff. He's just been given so much that I think it's at the point to where I think we pretty sure we have to leave him out of this game, at least to balance it, or he'll come back in the DLC. Who knows? But for now, we'll be happy not to see them. Sorry, old bud. Same with Strigan, but he's later. Abyssal. Oh, Abyssal's fucking sick, but we definitely won't see Abyssal because he's a water version of Legiacris. We'll put him here. We'll put him at the... Actually, we'll put him here. We have the other one. Abyssal's cool. It has a cool design, the coloring and everything, but we don't have water anymore, so you wouldn't be able to utilize Abyssal as much as you can, like Legiacris or Ivory. But it'd be nice if we had him, you know what I mean? It'd be very nice. Ooh, Brachydios. Brachydios has made a comeback in the games. He's a very popular monster. People like him. People like him a whole lot. And with his revamped Raging Brachydios fight, of course, he's become so much more popular. I'm gonna put him over here with Zinogre with his 3, buddy. Yeah, I think that's perfect. We've just seen so much of him, and with how good Raging Brachydios is, regular Brachydios is kind of not as cool. And he was... Okay, I'll take... He was never cool to begin, or at least I didn't like him as much as a lot of people did. When he came out, his weapons were so overpowered that everybody just ran Blast, because Blast was a new type when he came out. So it was just Blast weapons. And his fight was okay. His mechanics were okay. His lore's really cool. I just really don't like him. I think he'll go here. I'll be glad if he doesn't come back. I'll be happy not to see him return. I don't hate him. I can't say I hate him. But I definitely will be happy if he doesn't come back. Dire Morales. Oh, Dire Morales is sick. But it's also another monster you have to fight in the water because it's a water volcano Fatalis. They can do something with it, though. It'd be great if they give us a lot of... Well, you know what? We have a bit of water fighting. Just enough that gives me hope that maybe something like that will be brought back. At least for like a single fight or something. And if they do it for a single fight, because they've shown you moving around in the water, but they've said there is no combat in water, which I understand, I get it. People weren't really fond of 3U water. But if they did, and we've got the mechanics to move around in water, what if the DLC gives us the opportunity to fight in water? We get Dire Morales back, and that fight is sick the same way Fatalis' fight was sick because they revamped him in a way that just changed the monster forever. I would love to see that for Dire Morales. And if that's the case, I would love to see them back. 100%. I would love to see them figure out how to do this. It gives me enough hope from what I've seen with the teasers and all, like the interviews and all the extra videos that they've given. Because they've given us a lot. They just showed Dura, or the new Cephalus monster, or Cephalopod monster, and it looks fun. It looks great. It's the Oil Basin Apex, and it's sick. It's a new body type too, or we've had Nakarkos, but a new just regular monster that's not an Elder Dragon, or I guess is Nakarkos considered an Elder? I guess it is, right? It looks great. They've shown up so much, but if they do give us the opportunity to fight in water, at least for one fight, this is the monster that I would choose it for, 100%. And I would put him here. I would love to see him back. He's such a cool monster, and the song is cool. The theme for them is cool. Sorry, my boy. Sorry, Sideus. I hate doing that to you because he's such a cool monster too. He's just, he's going blind in one eye because the horn is growing over his eye and he can't see. Poor man. All that, and he can't play in the games anymore. That's so sad. But it's Sidious. It's Goldenbeard. If they ever figure out how to do that too, if there was another monster that I would choose to be brought back just to be able to fight him in water, it would be the Sideuses. At least the original one. The Goldenbeard looks cool too, but the original one. And Gobu. Of course, Gobu. Or bring him out with frogs, as you do. Hollow Genmoran. Where did I put the regular Genmoran? I think I put him over here. Yep, they need to be in. Sand monsters. Fight them in the sand. Always fun to fight a sand monster because you do get a lot of big set pieces, but you don't get a lot of them in the sand. And Genmorans and Duranmorans and all that are that type of monster. Oh, we still have a lot to go. Holy shit, I forgot how many monsters there are. But that should be good. Who did I just... Oh yeah, Hollow Genmoran. Next, Ivory Legiacrus. This one's easy. It's just Legiacrus, but all on land. So perfect monster to bring back easily. This is, out of all of them, this one would probably be the easiest, and then the regular Legiacrus, and then Abyssal would be the hardest to bring back. But another monster that if they did water combat just for a little bit, it'd be him I'd want them to bring it back for. Lucinar Gakuga, they brought back for Rise. Cool fight. He goes invisible, poisons you. He's really fun. Sick design. They don't need to be in because we've already got him. I think I could do with or without him. They're a fun monster. We'll put him together with his other guy. Who else is next? Oh, Rust. It's the same as regular. There's no real difference. So honestly, I can do with or without him because it's just another Duramboros. It's just a different color. So I don't mind missing out on the Rust version. Just give us regular. Subspecies can come later if they want to do like a DLC. Savage Joseph is always fun to have compared to the regular Joseph because he's funnier. And he's more just insane. And he's enough of a different monster to where you can have him in the game. We'll put them next to each other. Sting and Zenogre. We've had so many Zenogres, and we had him in World, and he was an okay fight. He's very cool. It's very fun, but I mean, it's just another Zenogre. Honestly, if subspecies could come back without the regular species, I would put him in. I would love to see him back. But since usually it's the original, and then if they do anything, they might bring back the subspecies or the variants or whatever. But since not, Zenogre goes here. Or Strigan Zenogre goes here. Darenmoran, the best sand monster. I would love to see him come back. Donmoran. Cool monster. Another sand whale. Dragon. Cool fight. Cool fight. Cool armor too. Samurai armor. Very good. Oh, Dalamador. Of course. We've gotten teased Dalamador multiple times in World. He's in the Rotten Vale as the skeleton. He's a cool I would love to see him come back out of all these. Probably like Ray. Yeah, like around here. He's a cool monster. Giant snake. We need giant snake monsters. Gormagala. They talked about how it would be hard to bring Gormagala for so long, and they brought him back in Sunbreak, and he really didn't break the game because he was a fun monster, and his gimmick to frenzy monsters didn't come back, which is okay. I understand because it's a whole process to frenzy every single monster and then have monsters that overcome the frenzy, and it's a whole thing, and they don't want to do it. I understand that because it's a whole different gimmick. It's a gimmick monster. A lot of gimmick monsters don't come back, but if they did, I would love to see them return. They're a cool monster. Then go here. Gormagala. Cool monster with a cool armor set. Kachawacha, the monkey. 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 Monkey goes here. I like the monkey. This one and Ash, they're fine. They're fun to fight. Early monsters. Really great. Molten Tigrex, the only Tigrex that hasn't been in since GU. I don't remember. I think they were in 4U only. Let's bring them back. If we bring back the regular, bring back this one, the Molten one, the Blast one. That's very fun. The giant Tigrex. Be very cool to bring back because we haven't seen him in a while. Always love seeing another Tigrex. Maybe we'll get a different monster with the same skeletal as Tigrex. What's his face? Nargacuga and Barioth. Maybe we'll get a different one. You know what I also want? I want a different cephalopod monster in a different skeleton, like the one we're getting, like the Apex. Maybe we'll get another one, which would be cool. But for now, Molten Tigrex, I will write if they don't come in. They are baby girl. These are all baby girls, every single one. Oh, look at this guy, his little face. Ooh, he has a little dog face. Did you notice that? The eyes, the nose. Ooh. Sorry, I got distracted. Narjarala. If we don't get Dalamador, because it's such a big monster and a hard one to implement in the games, a snake monster that I would like to see back is Narjarala. Cool monster, fun monster. They have not abyssal, but a title. Yeah, it's title. It'd be great to see him back. Nursella. Okay. Since we're getting Gypseros, they are on the tippy top of Will Wright if they do not return. Actually, they go here. Their armor set is very cool. It's very Sentai. Very, very awesome armor sets. It's great. We might not get Shrouded because that is a Kezu inspired Nursilla. But we'll see. If Kezu's in the game, I would be sad because I want Giganox. Maybe they kill the Giganox and they use their armor as the poison. The Baleful Giganox. But who knows? That'd be great. That'd be great of a reason to bring back Shrouded. Shrouded is cool too. Orochi Kirin, the Snow Kirin, which I'm so sad they didn't bring back for World because it was so fucking perfect for Iceborne. It's a Snow Kirin, and they didn't bring it back for the Snow update. Like, what were they thinking? We'll put it up here. I love Orochi Kirin. It's a cool design. A dark unicorn. It's sick with ice powers. Oh my god, it's way better. Way better. They go up here, all the way up here. I would love to see them come back, but I mean, they've already brought back Kirin, and then they didn't bring back Orochi. Sad. Super Hell. Oh, you know what? Super Hell. You're deconfirmed, of course. The babies aren't coming back. But technically, they didn't say anything about Ruby Basaria, so I technically can't put them in deconfirmed. Super Hell. Super Hell. You go here. Celtis. I want the bugs. We need more bug monsters to come back. So I will put him here. More than you. And then we'll put Mama. The Mama over here too. Because they're cool. They fight together. The Celtis jumps on top of the Celtis Queen's head. And becomes like a battering ram. And it's sick. It's such a fun monster. Such a fun concept that they haven't brought back in a long while. We need it back. And yeah, I hope they do. If we get Gore Magala, where did I put Gore Magala? Over here, right? We gotta get Sugar Magala. Because he's such a fun mod. He's such a fun fight. He's like your first is a rival. I mean, Tigrex is also a rival in the sense that he knocks you up a mountain and you're like, okay, fuck you. I'm gonna go fight until I can fight you again. And then other monsters were kind of your rivals, but he was a true I am your rival. I'm fighting you multiple times. I fight you, I win. I fight you again. You win. Alright, who is next? Tetsukabra. We haven't seen Tetsukabra in a long time. They were in stories too, but we haven't seen him in a mainline Monster Hunter since GU. I would love to see him return. And I would put them like around here. There's Drill Tusk. Is Drill Tusk the Deviant? I don't remember. Berserk. That's the other one. Zamtrios. That is a definite needs to be an I will write if they don't come in. Other baby girl. The Inflation Shark. It's crazy they haven't brought him in. They brought the babies in Rise, but not them. Crazy that they didn't do that. It's like perfect time to bring back because they brought the other guy, the Kappa. What was his name? Tetradon. But Tetradon, it has the same mechanic as the Zamtrios, but they didn't bring it. That's what Monster Hunter does a lot too, and it's kind of infuriating. It's kind of like, why do this? They have the perfect time to do a certain thing, and they just don't do it. Like with Oroshikiden or Zamtrios, they have the perfect opportunity to bring back a monster that's an easy bring back, and they just don't. But Zamtrios definitely has to come back. It's a cool monster. I'll put him over here. Actually, I like him more than Crimson. What am I saying? Or who I feel should be back. I don't think this is a list of who I like more. I think it should be a list of who I want more back. Who I want back more. Which in that case, yes, he would go up here. So all that doesn't matter. But yeah, bring back these monsters. Even though it's a little late now, it's still fun. Bring them back. Give us our inflation shark. Ash Ketchawacha. Where'd I put the regular one? Yeah, it's just a fire version of it. It's fine. This monkey. Berserk. It's a crazier little Tenzogabra, which they're fun. I'll put them right next to each other because they really don't change for the most part. Cool. Chaotic Gormagala. If you're gonna bring back all the Gormagalas, bring them back all together. There's not one without the other. And they're all cool. Desert Celtas is just a Celtas in the desert. They kind of do the same thing as a regular Celtas. So for the most part, I think they can do with or without them. They're basically the same thing, but in a sense, it's more like it feels like just it is a subspecies, of course, but it feels like there's no reason to bring them back when you just got the regular one. And then, like I said, you can bring back other monsters and not give them a slot if you bring in these guys. And that's 2 monsters taking up a slot too for one single fight. Technically one single fight. Gogmazios. It's our Gog. It's him. It's Gog. The Sludge Oil Dragon. He's great. Bring him back. Definitely bring him back. Same. He could feel like this version's or this game's version of Elatrion, where it's not the end monster, but it's so cool to fight him. It could be like Gogmazios to Crimson Patalis, how Elatrion was to regular Patalis. It'd be great. I love fun fight. Raging Brachydios has given me an appreciation for Brachydios as a monster, as a fun monster. They definitely need to be in, especially since that fight is so sick. Actually, I love their fight compared to the original. There is no reason to have the original. Kill off the originals and just give us Raging Brachydios. Make that the original. Kind of like how they did with Young Garuga and Scarred Young Garuga. He's great. Regular? Not so. Steve. Oh, Steve's great. Steve kind of just flies around. He's kind of an invading monster, kind of not. He's kind of just a prick. I would love to see him return. He's always fun to see. Raging Brachydios can go here and here. Actually, we'll put him here and Steve here. Yep. Actually, there. Actually, here. And yeah, there you go. Steve is always great. Shaw Delabador, another snake. Basically, it does the same thing, so we really don't need to see another one, but it'd be fine. It would just take up another slot, so you know what? Can't do with or without him. But he'll go to the top because he's a cool monster. Shrouded or Cirilla, I've said before, if they bring him back, they're going to have to bring back Kezu, and if they bring back Kezu, we might not get Giganox, so I can do with or without him. But if they do the thing that I was saying earlier, where instead of using the skin of the Kezu, they use the skin of the Giganox, would be a cool, or technically they'd use the Baleful Giganox because it's using electric and paralysis. It'd be pretty cool. It'd be a nice change. You're like, oh wait, that's not how it's supposed to look. Why does it look different? Oh, it's actually using the body of the Baleful or Baleful Giganox. That's cool. That's a cool change. And if they did that, Nursilla goes all the way up top here with regular Nursilla. But since they probably won't, because then it'll change the monster completely. It's just a different monster at the end of the day. He'd probably they just go with using Kezu, and then they bring back Kezu, and then blah, we don't need it. Title, another snake. It changes enough to where I would like to see them both back. Whereas the regular one, I like the title better, using water instead of sound. Tiger Step or Tiger Stripe. the desert Zamtrios, very cool monster, but like it doesn't really change too much. Instead of being snow, it's in sand, but it's not. It's like the Blanganga and the copper Blanganga. It's just a different color type. I can do with it without them, since the regular one already gives us enough. We don't need the Tiger Strip. Astalos. Astalos has been in the game. He was in Rise, and he was pretty cool. And then we had the Bolt Reaver or the Deviant version. I forgot what it was called. And they gave him Bolt Reaver attacks, so technically we could just have him. He's always cool. I would love to see him return. He would go like here. He's a fun monster. These are all the deviants. The deviants will not return. Oh, what? Oh, the other deviants. That's right. They're in different games. Gammoth. If you don't bring Gammoth back, I will be angry. I know it's a giant monster, but when it was released, when you gave Gammoth to us, she was on a map that was small as heck. It was the mountains from Freedom Unite or 1 or whatever or 2, and it was tiny. I don't know how it fit up there in Poke Village. So it's not a matter of it being big, because you can make maps bigger now, more spacious, to where you can realistically make a Gammoth work. So I'm 100% sure we can see him, and she's been missing from so many games. It's sad. Out of all the Fated 4, she's been shafted the most. So out of all of them, I think she should come back. More than anything. Not more than these guys, because I'm biased. And with everything else that we have, I think we're at G. We're still in G. We're still in Gen. Yeah, we're still okay for like. Talk about bias. Put fucking Glavenus all the way up top. I know. Hey, we'll do this because that makes much more sense. But I love Glavenus. Glavenus is just a cool monster. It has a giant great sword on its tail. What's not to love? I definitely want them to come back with Gammoth. I was sad that they didn't come back in World or Iceborne, I should say, because that was the perfect time for them to come back in an ice-based map or DLC. Very cool that they didn't. Was very sad, and then they missed out on Rise and Sunbreak because, of course, we brought back 2. We brought back Astalos and Mitsune, but we didn't bring back Gammoth. They need to bring them back. They're like in the same boat as the Gearchris, where they don't know what to do with it, but it's such a beloved monster that I don't know why they haven't brought him back. It's just been so long. Glavenus, what can I say? It's just one of my favorite monsters. But if I'm being completely honest, I think, yeah, I'm gonna keep him here. I was gonna say I'd put him at the top. I'd love to see them return. No, that would lie. I would ride if they don't return. Definitely would ride if this one doesn't return. Now we get to Grimmacow is a cool monster too. What did I put the highest? With the Jaggies. That's the highest, right? Yeah, I think the Jaggy. Yeah, Grimmacow is a cool fight. It hops on its tail. It fights you. Really cool. On to the next one. Grimjaw, another deviant. Malfesto. It has a cool gimmick. It's very fun to fight. I know a lot of people don't like it, but it's a very cool monster, very different from what we usually have. It's another bird wyvern, which we don't have that many of, and it's a cool design. Its armor is very cool. It's like a jester armor. It's very cool. I think I would love to see them return, and I think I would put them here. I don't mind the inverted controls. That's fine. It'd be fine to see him back. He's a cool monster. Love him. Mitsune. Of course, Mitsune. The prettiest out of the Fated 4. Where did I put Astalos? I think I put Astalos down here, right? Where did I put Astalos? Oh, I put him here. Yeah, I feel the same way. I like Mitsune a little bit more than Astalos, but they're in the same boat. They're in the same area. Oh, ballpark. Who's next? Narcarcos. We've got the squid, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna get Narcarcos back, but Narcarcos is kind of like, they definitely need to be in, but I don't really care if they are in. Actually, what I'm gonna do because I've talked so much about how much I love Giganox. Yeah, I think I should do that. Get both Giganoxes in. I would write if they don't come in because I've talked so much. Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, they definitely have to be here. But who was it? Who was I talking about now? I completely forgot. Oh, Mizutsune. Yeah, they can be there. Oh, Nakarkos. Oh, yeah, Nakarkos was it. All right, cool. Nakarkos. Yeah, they need to be in. They're cool. More than these guys. Definitely not more than these guys. Actually. But where in this list? Like here. And then, yeah, I think that's good. Yeah. These two would be bias picks if I didn't pick these. Or these two would be bias picks if I put them over these. Yeah, I think this is good. Alright, just messing with the list, even though it's gonna change probably. Put you, you're just a deviant, another deviant. Auto call, fun fight a giant mech, a monster or an endgame monster that you can realistically bring back. I mean, all the ones you can bring back, like Ogmazios. Diamorales is a little harder to do, but like those monsters, put them next to each other because they're basically the same thing. The endgame monsters that are very cool to fight. And I kind of like Auto Call a little bit more than Diamorales, but they're still pretty good monster, pretty good bug monster. Bloodbath, Bolt Reaver, Everfrost, Nightcloak, Raise Solseer, Valstrax. We got Valstrax, the Comet monster. He's very cool. I would love to see him return. Very fun monster. We put him here. Actually, no. We'll do that. Yeah, Valstrax is cool. Not my favorite, but fun monster. Ooh, Ancient Legend. That's a gimmick stuck in their own game, definitely, because they are a collaboration monster, so they will stay here. Fun monster, but yeah, collaboration. They're not gonna join in the next game, definitely. Like these. Angie! We have seen a whole heck ton of Angie, but I would love to see him back because he's Angie. He's very cool. He's one of my favorite monsters out of all of them, but I can only choose one bias pick, and if it's going to be a bias pick that I can put up here, it's going to be Tigrex, even though I put Galavinus up here. You know what? Yeah, just to be fair. Only one bias pick in this that definitely does not need to come back, but I want them to come back. It's Tigrex and Molten. We'll treat them as the same monster. What was I saying? Oh, that's right. Where'd he go? Oh, Glavinus, yeah. Actually, yeah, wait, yeah, even better. I would let the same return. Basilgeese. Beetlejuice. It's the bomber. I would love to see him return. And where did I could put you right here. You're fun. You're a fun monster to have. With Seed in it as well. Basically the same monster. You were stuck in your own game. It's the puppy. The puppy. Yeah, they need to be in. Or I would love to see him back. Like around here. I wasn't really a big Dodogama fan, but it's fun to have him there. He's a fun monster. The Great Gyros. Can't do with or without him. Same with the Jagras. I have nothing really to say for them. They're fine monsters. I despise you. Unless it's the greatest Jagras, which I would put at the tippy top. I would love to see, but it's just Jagras, so we'll put him there. Can't do with or without him. The Cuckoo or the Kuluyaku. Funny monster. We would put him out of all these, like around here. He's fun. He's fun to have as an early monster. We're not gonna get him. Definitely not gonna get him, but I would love to see him back. Well, I was muted through that whole thing, so let's go through every monster that I talked about. It was called Teref. I put a couple monsters here that we're gonna miss. I said Cold Teref is a cool monster. Had a fun arena to fight it in. It's a cool monster. I would love to see it return. It's one of those that can return, definitely. Legiana is a monster that a lot of people did not like or do not like. It's a fun monster. There's nothing really wrong with it. It has a deviant or a subspecies that people definitely don't like because it's a waste of a monster slot, and that I can mostly agree with. Still a fun monster. Palomu, I want Palomu back. That's my bet, brethren. my puffy pet that we have to, we have to have back. It'd be great to have him back. Nightshade is cool too. I like Nightshade. I like the armor. Who else did I miss? Oh, Odogaron, cool monster. Would like to see him back too. He's fun. He's insane. He moves around everywhere. Silly little guy. Pookie, that is my son. But he would be a biased pick if I put him in Wood Ride if I don't see him back. But I mean, I'm still gonna do it because he is my child. And I like him. He's cool. We'll put him here. Next to the Saturn, the Spinny Durumbros, Radobon. Out of all like the Uragons and the Durambro, or the Uragons and the Radobons and all those kind of like same skeleton, or version of that skeleton, he is probably the least offensive, but he will probably be here and would be happy not to see him return. Still don't like him that much. Alright, on to the next one, which is Topikadashi. Topikadashi is cool. He will go... They don't really need to be in. I could do with or without him. And probably like around here. He's an okay monster. He's fine. He's got a cool name, but he's not fun. Oh, our boy Ziti Yaku. He blinds the monster and then leaves the area. He deuces out. He is a okay monster. And I can do with or without him. Like around here. He's fine. He's an okay monster. Balhazak would be a hard monster to bring in, and I'm kind of leaning to putting him in gimmick or stuck in their own game because he's very Illuvian dependent or reliant on it to really exist in the lore. And unless they have that in the other part of the new world where we're going, we're in the new world, right? In Wilds. This is all the preference that these are the monsters that I would like to see to monsters that I would not like to see in Wilds. I think he would go into stuck in their own game. Same with Veil Strike or Veil, whatever. Where is it? Oh, there you go. Black Veil. Yeah, they would be stuck in their own. I think they would be. Same with you. Well, maybe. He is a very... You know what? No. We'll do this first. Xenojiva is a monster that you can 100% see in, but they are not that crazy of a monster that I can do with or without them, and I think I would put them here. They're an okay monster. Cool design. This little baby that comes out of a little cocoon, and he has a cool, sick, translucent design, and he's all fiery and big. But it would be okay not seeing them. Same with Zora. I didn't really hate him as much as a lot of other people don't like him. But I think he'd be in the same ballpark as these guys. Probably like here. He just exists. Acidic Glavenus, which is a long sword version of the regular Glavenus. I don't really like him as much as the regular one. But if we get Glavenus back, I would say I would like to see him back too. Probably down here. Probably at the low end of they need to be in if we get the regular Glavenus. Banbaro. The Anticodrome. He is fun. He lifts things up with his giant ram horns. Its armor is sick too. It's really pretty. I would love to see him back. And like about... Like here. Yeah, I think that's a good place to put him. He's a fun monster. He is a very fun monster. Let's see. Beototus, in the same vein as Juratotus, he's actually better, so I could put him up here and would be happy. I don't really hate him compared to the other guy. Actually, he would go to the top of would be happy because he's not as bad as some of these other monsters who I just would be happy not to see return. It's kind of like, eh. I don't hate him, but I don't really care for him. They can say there. Koro Puki Puki, the water Puki Puki who pisses on you. The Pee Puki Puki. The PPP. Where did I put regular Puki Puki? Yeah. Get them both back in. We haven't seen him since World. He stayed in World. And he made it to Rise. It's a fun monster. Ebony Odogoron, the same as regular Odogoron, but he looks cooler. But you could do that. I can do with or without him. But I will put him like around here. Frostfang, he had that problem I was talking about earlier where he was brought back in a game. where he was just too late. They should have brought him back earlier, and he would have been fucking sick. His armor or his weapons are cool too, and his armor is really good. But compared to the original, where did I put the original? Where is the original? I think he's here somewhere. Where is he? I think he's a little lower. Look for Barrioth. I don't see him. If you see him, point him out. I don't think he's down here, right? Oh, well, Sand Barrioth is here. Boom, 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 boom. There he is. We'll put them next to each other because honestly, they're the same monster. He's just a little bit more cold, but he has a cooler design. So actually, like here, actually Orochi more. All right, Fulgore Anjanath. Fulgore is a sick version of regular Angie. Angie's cool. He's the cooler Angie. If they're gonna bring Angie back, I hope they bring him back because he was missing. He was missing in Rise. Sorely missed. Great monster, great design. Namiel, that is a 100% will write if they don't come back. It's such a cool design. Bring this guy back. More squibs since we got the cephalopod in Wilds already. More underwater monsters that have cool fights. Maybe revamp his fight a little bit, but nothing too crazy. Pretty good. Nightshade, of course. Sleepy Boy, put him here. Other Sleepy Puffy Bat. We don't have many bat monsters, and we need to represent, so bring him back. Ruiner Nergigante, put him where I put the other one. Yep, can't do with or without. They are fine. A little spiky hedgehog, just more sharper. Sabi Jiva isn't as cool as regular Jiva. I can do with or without him. They're okay. Yeah, I like these monsters a little bit more. I like him more than these guys. Sure, what I can do is this too. Alright. Seething, which is a more explodey Basil Geese. I don't remember where I put the regular one. They're the same thing, but I kind of like Basil Geese enough to where I would want both of them back, even though it would take up another slot. It's a fun monster. Oh, Sharash Valda is a monster that probably won't come back lore reason wise, but it'd be fun to have him back. I would love to see him back. I don't know where. Probably right here. Another siege monster, endgame monster. Where did I put Altalka? Up here. It's one of those. He can come back. It wouldn't be too hard to bring him back. Shrieking Legiana. This is one that I can do with or without because we already have. We can put him here. Or here. Where's the other Legiana? A little higher? Yeah, they're up here. Okay, yeah, I would love to see regular Legiana return. I wouldn't really care to see the Shrieking. They're okay. I can do with or without. Velkhana. Velkhana has been done in the last 2 games, and they're really fun monsters. I would love to see him return. I don't think they're gonna, but they would be nice to see him return. Yeah, I think right there. Well, Kushala a little bit more than Steve. Well, Velkhana's cool. I like its armor. Its ability is really good too. Viper Tobi Kadechi. Viper Tobi Kadechi. This goes with the other Tobi Kadechi, which I think I put in. Yep, right here. It's a not poison but paralysis. I think they do poison too. Tobikarachi, but they live in the snow, but they're also affected by snow, so it's kind of hard for them to live in there. So they live in the lower reaches where it's kind of warm. Cool lore, like them. Oh, now we're on to the Rise monsters. We're close to the end. We've got a couple more. Aknasam. Aknasam is a cool monster that I hope comes back. I love for them to come back. They will be like right around here. Actually, I would write if they don't come back because they're such a cool design and such a cool monster that bringing them back just seems like the right thing to do. Early monster too, but we already have a lot of early fire monsters, so who knows if they can come back, but if they do, great. Almadron. Almadron is annoying, but he's a cool monster. It has a cool design and its weapons are pretty sick. So, I think I would put him, yeah, like around here next to the Daimos. He's a fun monster next to the Legiana. An annoying monster but fun. An annoying monster is also fun. All the annoying monsters can go together. And next is all the Apex, so you know. You know how this is gonna go. All of them will go in the same. What the fuck? Where? Did I do that right? Yeah, I did that right. Okay. Look at all. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, he's next anyway. So, hey, look at that. The monkey. Where'd I put the other monkey? This monkey isn't as cool as that monkey. He just throws things at you, like fruits and poison things. I can do with or without him. He's not really that cool. They made a subspecies of him, and I didn't really care for it. Crimson Glow Valstrax is the cooler Valstrax. I would love to see him back. Probably like around here. Well, not here. Cool fight. Cool fight. Gossarog. That is a 100% will ride if they don't come back. Such a cool monster. Such a cool design. Cool armor. And just cool weapons too. Literally cool. You get a giant like cleaver. It's really great. I definitely want them back compared to, well, I want Giganox a little bit more. But I think that's a good place to put them. The Great Izuchi. It is another one of those drone monsters. The Greats, they kind of like, okay, they just exist. They can go to the bottom. They have no real different features from the other Greats. They're just, tail guy. Magnum Hollow. Magnum Hollow is a fun monster. It's one of those flagship monsters. I really don't really care if they come back or not. They're really cool, especially if they're like tigers or something like that. But they can go here, right next to Ruiner, and right next to Nergigante. They are fun monsters. The All-Mother. Okay. Would be happy not to see them. We could put them at the top. All these. Oh, Raknakadak. Another spider monster that I love. That's such a fun fight. But I think they go here. They're fun. I like its variant. Somnakoth is another cool monster that I don't think they'll bring back, but it'd be very fun if they did. They have a cool cool lore. They have a fun design. Their fight is very nice, and it's not challenging, but it's nice for what it is when you get it. You can go there. Tetranodon, I have gripes about you because they could have brought back Zamtrios with you, but they didn't. But that's not your fault, and you shouldn't take the fall for him. But you're still kind of an okay monster, so I think I would put you in. You can do with or without. Like right there, he's fine. The All-Mother. Yeah, would be happy not to see them. They're okay. Or they could be at the bottom. No. Like right here. Yeah, there you go. They're the same. They're kind of boring monsters. Ooh, Aurora Somnicath, which is just cold Somnicath. So it isn't as cool as the regular Somnicath. So I can do with or without them. You don't need to bring both Somnicaths back. And if they brought the original one, not that one, that'd be great. You're actually better than the regular one. But like, not by much. Where did I put the regular one? I think I put you like down here somewhere. Yeah, I put you down here. You can be like right here. He just throws like acorns at you, or like giant explodey acorns. Oh. Geismagorm, another monster that I think is probably stuck in their game, like Gormagala, but a monster that they probably could bring back. Not too hard to do it, and I would love to see them back. Their fight is cool. They're like giant mole dragons. But out of all of them, I think I'd put you. Yeah, I'll put you here. Right here. Cool monster. And would love to see him back. Oh, Garagolm. Garagolm is such a cool design. Such a cool design. Not a crazy fight, but a cool design. And I would definitely like to see him back. I think you would go there. Lunagaron. Oh, this is probably another bias pick, but Lunagaron is like up here for me. I would love to see him back again. One of those I would hope like almost every game gives you a game from their series that comes back that are old, like Lunagaron, Tigrex, Namiel, Giganox, old monsters that need the love. Acrosome just came out, but or Agnactor has been seen also with Lagiacrus. Lunagaron would be great to see again. And I think no, I'll put them lower, like right there. Magma Almadron. Magma Almadron. He is the same thing as regular Almadron. He's just hot. He's just magma. Magma Almadron. Where did I put the regular one? I think I put him in Can Do With It Without. Where did I put him? See, I'm losing them now that I have most monsters up here now. It's much harder to find them. Oh, I put them here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the same thing. I would love to see him return. Malzeno. That is another I would love to see. And probably at the top of would love to see, like right around here. Yeah, like right there. Primordial is the same thing. I would definitely love to see him. Such a cool last boss fight. Like an extra the last tier of fights that you get, and he's such a cool fight. He's such a cool monster. Lore-wise, cool too. Pyre Raknakadaki. Also a cool monster that I would put maybe, yeah. Like right. Yeah, I like the armor. I like Pyre or Raknakadaki's armor. It's so cool. It's like a dress, like a wedding dress. I like the wedding dress armors. And if we're not gonna get Valhazak and Black Veil, which is not technically dresses or like wedding dresses, it's more like funeral wear. I hope we get the Rockness because they're really cool. Oh, another one of those Risens. They are stuck in their own game. They're like deviants, just gimmick monsters. Scorned, it's its own thing, so it can come back. But I think I would put it in the same place I put Magnum. Cool lore, fun monster, but don't really care for it. Violet Mitsutsune is such a fun concept. But Monster Hunter had this thing where it's done a lot of the same element for a lot of the new monsters that it's, or like the subspecies that it makes. They did it with this one. I forgot what else they did now that I'm thinking about it, but a lot of monsters did this. Where you get a fire. There's a lot of fire monsters in Rise. But Violet Mitsutsune was really cool. I would love to see him back. It's a cool subspecies or whatever it's considered. Oh yeah, like Raknakadaki. Raknakadaki is probably the worst out of them all because the regular one is already fire. This is just more fire. They didn't really do anything with it. But it's still a cool monster. And I would still love to see it back. And Mitsutsune too. All right, now you know what? Oh, look at that. We're done. We're completely done. But you know what else we could do? There's a couple monsters here that I could. Where is Hypnotricus, but the regular one? Because technically we did fight that in Freedom Unite, even though it is a frontier monster. I'm gonna find him first. Alright, Hypnotricus. Labasiath. Did we not already get Labasiath? Oh. That's also a monster we fought. Put them there. Yeah, it's just Labasiath, not a fun monster. Hypnoticus, that's cool. Fun monster to fight. I can do with it without him. They're alright. It's just a bird, but it's another bird monster that we don't have. So maybe it would be cool to have them. I'm not going to put every single Frontier monster because I haven't played Frontier at all. But Starving Deviljho. Damn, poor guy. Eat something, bro. Espinas is another one that we did fight. Cool monster, armor, and the music is really good. Very Latin inspired. Its name is Espinas, of course. It's a prickly thorn. And I would love to have him back. Like around here, yeah. We'll put him next to the Gay Cowboy armor set. And I think that's it from Frontier. Every other monster hasn't been in a game that we played in the main line. Or at least me. All the Zeniths, of course, aren't going to be in there. One that we will do, because I didn't fight these two, but I did fight Old Tura. The giant moth, basically Mothra. They had Mothra in Monster Hunter, and it feels like Mothra. Just a smaller version. And I would love for them to come back. I would put them probably at the top. They're such a cool monster that's stuck in a game that's really cool, but it's different from Monster Hunter to where I would love to see them in regular Monster Hunter as kind of like, well, hey, they brought them back. A game that really good, a side game. And they deserve to be in the main line too. And I think that's it. Let's go down and let's see. I think we've gotten every single one. Yeah, because it's all Frontier, and then these two that I didn't fight. And Zenith. Yeah, okay, we didn't find anything else. Or I don't remember finding anything else. Or no other Frontier monster was brought into... Oh, you know what? No, sorry. Flaming Espinas was brought in. Where did I put Espinas? Right here. I like Flaming Espinas better. Just a little bit. And just to make sure we've got them all, I think we do. Yeah, we do. All right. And I think, or Zen of Gravios. Fun. I think we have them all. We've done it. These are the monsters. Yes, 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 yes. There you go. Yeah, this is fine here. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I might bring these back up here. Zamtrios a little bit more. Actually, yeah, that's good. The Legia Chris's can go here. Agnactors. I kind of want Agnactors more than the Legia Chris's, but I can do without. They can be interchangeable however I want. But if we're like, only one has to come back, I would want regular Agnactor and then regular Legia Chris, and they won't bring back the regulars. I would want Abyssal more than the regular Legia Chris, but they won't ever do that. It'd be fun if they did, but they can't. Devil Joe, of course, want Joseph back, but they're probably going to have their own invading monster. Coral and Pookie Pookie, my son. Duramboros is fun. I kind of like Gobu a little bit more. This is also kind of a biased pick, but hey, you know, that's fine. Shogun Santar. Actually, Shogun, we're going to lower you a little bit. Yeah, like right here. Sorry, you've been shafted from the big leagues. These are all the monsters that I would write for if they didn't bring back. These are the monsters that I would love to see. Actually, we're doing this. Sorry. I would write if I don't get these two. Yeah, I know, bias picks, but they're at the bottom, so I think that should be fine. Yeah. And then Oral Tura would be fun to have back. These are the monsters I'm pretty sure I would write for if we don't see any of them. If I don't get like one or two. But like I said, the subspecies are probably the ones we're not gonna get. So I would take them out. Like you, but but I like nice shape on them a little bit more. You. But I would still like to get all these monsters. Namiya especially, you especially, Tigrex especially. But I think the list is pretty much done. Now, it is the 29th. It is the 20... No, I think it's the 30th. No, sorry, it's the 30th. So that means in a couple of days, we'll be in February. And then a couple of days after that, we'll get the beta too. And they've shown up a couple monsters. We're going to fight the Gypceros, which is fun. They've also... I thought there were more monsters that were confirmed. Am I missing something? I think that... Yeah, I think those are the only ones. They haven't shown you. But alright, all monsters have been tiered for those who I want to see in Rise and those who I don't want to see in Rise. And let's go through them all slowly. Look at them. Wow. Such great picks and place exactly where they belong. And no one will complain of where I put them. Well, you know what? I'm going to move you a little bit up because I kind of like Labasioth. It's a cool monster. I don't really have hate for it as much as I do Geratitos. Where is Beatotus? Actually, I don't like Beatotus as much as Labasioth. Yeah, that's good. I like you a little bit more. You're fun because I can hit you with hammers and break all your pieces off and feel satisfying. But yeah, this is good. This is good. And all the gimmick monsters, of course, we're not gonna see them back. All the gimmick and all the collab monsters we won't see. There's also the giant chicken, but I mean, they didn't give us a picture for that, so we can't chew them. And these are all the returning. And the deconfirmed is only one. Only one poor guy. I'm pretty sure we're not going to see Ruby Basarios, but since they haven't said anything, I'm pretty sure he's been deconfirmed, but since they didn't say anything, we'll just be safe, and he goes into Hell tier. Goodbye, Sinner. And yeah. I can't wait to play Monster Hunter Wilds when it comes out in 1 month, less than 1 month. That's crazy. That doesn't feel real. But until next time, goodbye, hunters. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.